Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Malcolm here from Willing Computers, and I'd just like to put on a quick tip video for you guys at the moment. The date is the 17th of September. It is a Thursday, and I just have a tip about getting network into areas around your property that you may struggle at times to pick up a signal via Wi-Fi, or doesn't have hardwired Ethernet and you don't have a Wi-Fi dongle that you can plug into your computer, or you have multiple computers that you don't want to have to go out and buy multiple Wi-Fi dongles for. So getting into it, the solution that I have come up with should work for most people. What it involves is a couple of pieces of equipment. First of all, there is the Wi-Fi repeater. Now, I have one here. Looks a bit like this. Sorry if it's not. There we are. Went into focus for a second there. The beauty of these things is that they will connect directly to your Wi-Fi. If you have Wi-Fi in your house, which most people do now, and they will repeat that Wi-Fi signal. So it will extend it out to areas where it's not available. Now, what I do with this is my office here is set up in my garage. There is no hardwire Ethernet available here in my garage. So I plug this into a PowerPoint. As you can see, that's the Aussie PowerPoint on the back there. If you're in a different country, you'd probably have a different PowerPoint adapter on it, but that's neither here nor there. And I plug it directly into a PowerPoint, and then using the installation media that comes with it, it's usually just paperwork. You read about how to connect. You use a wire to start with. You use a wire from your computer to this. You connect directly to it, set up how the media tells you to set it up. And then it becomes a Wi-Fi adapter, and it will spread your Wi-Fi network further than what your basic modem will. Now, the other good thing about this is that on the side has a very useful Ethernet port. And what I use this for is that out in my garage, I plug this in, it's connected to my Wi-Fi. Now, if you find that where you are, this isn't able to pick up your Wi-Fi, you may need to buy another one. They're extremely cheap. I picked this one up on a penny auctions for about $10. It did take a little bit of time to get here. It came from China, but I know you can buy them locally. They're not ridiculously expensive. You go about halfway between where your modem is and where you want to use this, and put one in there, set it up the same way. It will repeat the Wi-Fi. Then you plug this one in to the room that you're at and set it up again through the other one. So in my office here, I use the Ethernet cable. What I do is I go from this device when it's connected to Wi-Fi, come out of it with an Ethernet cable, which I plug into there like that. Pretty basic. Then I have a Wi-Fi switch. Another cheap little piece of equipment. Need to plug it into power as well. It's very small. Has holes on the bottom so you can hang it on a wall or underneath your desk. whichever way you want to do it. And then you'll see that one of these ports is slightly separated to the rest of them, port number 1. So what you do is you take your Wi-Fi dongle with your network cable in it, and your port switch, and you plug straight into port number 1. So you got your Wi-Fi dongle with the cable coming out, and you have your Wi-Fi switch with the cable going in. Now what you have is, via your Wi-Fi, a solid wire Ethernet cable solution for going to multiple devices wherever you need to use it. Obviously this one you can connect up to 4 devices to this switch. It's very easy, very simple. If you do it that way, you don't have to sign into a Wi-Fi network. It's just an instant connection. Now, one shortcoming of this, it's only a very slight shortcoming, is that this Wi-Fi repeater has 300 megabit per second connection. Now, it will stream video, not a problem. But if you wanted to stream multiple videos on multiple devices through this, you probably wouldn't get the best quality. You would get some buffering, and you wouldn't be satisfied with it. But it's quite fine. I can run video streaming on one device, and then surf the internet or download software or anything I want on a couple of other computers. The other good point of this is the Wi-Fi repeater part of it. So if you're in your office, you're streaming a video that you need to watch, you're also downloading a couple of things on another couple of devices that are all hardwired through the switch, and then you need to jump on your laptop to do something else, you don't need to connect your laptop to the switch. This still works as a repeater. So just hook up it wirelessly. You will find most of the time that these repeaters, once they're hooked up, the network name for them is whatever the network name is of the Wi-Fi router that they're connected to, with an _EXT. And it has the same password as what your modem does. So there's no trying to remember passwords for this device. It passes through the information for your password. So you hook up to my modem, whatever your modem's name is, _EXT, and just put in your standard password for your Wi-Fi. Now, I do know that there are faster versions of this. There are other versions with antennas attached that will extend further. If you want to spend a little bit more money, you can get more speed, you can get a larger area of Wi-Fi that these will cover. And with the higher speeds, if you go up to 600 megabits per second or even higher, you can stream multiple videos. But for me, in my shed, doing these videos and the work that I need to do to run my business, I find this quite useful. As I said, hook it up to the switch, run multiple devices, hook the laptop up to Wi-Fi, and everything works. Very cheap. So I hope that has given you guys a bit of an idea of how you can extend Ethernet into areas of your house where there is no hardwire Ethernet port, because I know we don't all want to go out and buy a multitude of Wi-Fi dongles or Wi-Fi adapter cards. They can get expensive over time. and this is quite a viable solution. So I hope that gives you guys something to think about as far as your networks are concerned, and I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any thoughts on the video, please leave them below in the video comments section. Thank you. Goodbye.